There we go.
Hey guys.
How are you,
Carol.
Felicia?
Yo,
Hi.
what's up, girl?
I'm good. What's up? Is the audio okay? I have you on Bluetooth right now. If I can take it off.
The
Yeah,
audio.
you sound awesome.
I was gonna say the audio is actually
Okay.
perfect.
Okay, cool.
So welcome back to Menace and the Man, Felicia.
Thanks for reaching out. I'm glad the timing worked out all right.
Yeah.
Almost. We're a little bit late. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's Stan's
That's
fault.
okay. That's all right.
It's always my fault. No leg kicks though this time, please.
All right.
Hey. Oh, yo, she got a sinister look. It's in the back of her head. She might get you kicked later, Stan.
She might. We'll see. Hopefully not. So what are you doing in the car? Just getting out of training, or?
I went to go. I teach the kids class, so I was there, and I just hung out. I didn't really train today. I just hung out, and I ordered some pizza, so I'm sitting outside the pizza place waiting to pick it up. So.
Okay, because I was gonna say right back into training. You came out of that fight pretty clean.
I did. Yeah, I did come out feeling pretty good.
Do you still got
can't
the war
complain.
braids in?
I do. Man, this girl did such a good job. It's not even, messed up at all.
Oh,
So
yeah, I saw that.
I've never... It's so good. I
Yeah,
just,
that is
man, I
dope.
have to... It's art. I have to let it shine until it... I mean, it's not even frizzy. Once it starts to get frizzy, I'll just take it out.
Right.
But
The UFC took a picture of the top of the top of your head, and they said
Yeah.
the goat. Will
The goat of braids.
No, is that what they meant? I thought they were talking about her. I could have taken the wrong.
I don't know.
You saw this post.
I think
no?
I saw something where it was the goat is watching or something, like Amanda watching that. I'm not sure.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, she is
I
the
thought they were
best,
talking
and
about
she's
you.
not-
I was like, okay, fuck yeah.
I mean, might be a little premature, but yeah, I think sure. Go ahead.
I'm an
But
idiot, I
even
guess.
like what I saw the other night, that's obviously we thought it was an interesting fight from your previous fights, the Cyborg fight, being in Invicta and whatnot. But I think that's a very interesting fight right now, you versus Amanda. There's nobody else.
Well, the thing is the girl she beat is trying to hop in line. No.
Yeah. Well, right now, anyone at 145.
Oh yeah.
It's her or Megan Anderson or Megan Anderson.
Yeah,
I
but
forget how you
she
pronounce
beat
it.
her. She beat her though.
Yeah.
So it's you.
It shouldn't be really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
it would seem that way. Yeah.
Because
I'm sure I'll get I'm assuming I'll get a phone call sometime this week, but who knows? I was kind of surprised that there was so much debate going on, but I mean, it is what it is. If they pick Megan over me, it's kind of weird that they would have put me in the co-main event and then they would have picked her over me. Like, I don't know, it'd be kind of weird.
So you say media? Does she have more followers than you?
She does. She has a lot more followers.
That's how they do it. They do people dirty. Like they were going to do that.
But you know what? The fight's in Brazil, so I think it'll sell. Like the tickets are going to sell itself because Amanda's a hero in Brazil. Aldo's a hero in Brazil. They don't need me to sell the fight over there.
Oh,
you
so
know.
you want to go to Brazil in May?
But if you, I mean, that's what they want. That's what Amanda's been saying. So we're going to have to obviously have a conversation about everything, with the UFC. But that's kind of like what the picture is looking like. Is she wants to defend her belt in Brazil, which is
Whatever.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? You've gone to enemy territory before, no?
yeah, not on such a big scale, but it's kind of exciting. It's I never really, I don't know. I've heard a lot of good and bad about traveling that far, and but no, I think it would be exciting. It'd be, I would definitely be in the
warm.
zone. It'd be warm.
It'd be warm.
Yeah.
Well, she's
it'd be
in Florida, so she's got
Yeah.
warmer
good. Yeah,
right now.
I'm already pretty warm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 73 right now.
Well, I guess because I'm in New York. I just know. But me personally, like going in enemy territory, it's like you all think that this person's gonna win, and you're cheering for them. It's like I almost take that and just consume it. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
like you're making it worse for this person that I'm about to kill.
Yeah, it's going to be more heartbreaking when she loses there,
Yeah.
What do they chant when you're in Brazil too? They chant.
You're going to die or something.
Yeah, like Va Umaye or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's probably you don't even understand what they're saying, so who cares? Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
But also, since the last time we had you on, congratulations! I see you got married.
I did. Thank you.
Is that-
Appreciate that.
So now Menace is dating. I'm single, dating, whatever you want to call it. How much different is married life than when you weren't married?
You know, for us, it's exactly the same. I mean, we've been pretty much living the married life. We're so down to earth. You know, there's not a lot of. We have a great relationship. There's not a lot of people like us. I think it's been great.
You're glowing.
Well, you know, it's awesome. He's my best friend. You know, he just fought 2 weeks ago too. Like you know, we're in it together, and it's like, it's awesome. Yeah, we were like, oh, we both don't have a fight right now in December. Well, it was November. We're like, hey, why don't we just hurry up and plan this thing? It was like 3 weeks notice. We just did a really small wedding and got it done. We've been engaged for like 2.5 years, so it's just like, all right, let's get this done. Let's get married. Really, the life-changing thing is we got a puppy in January, and that is the life changer right there. That's the one thing.
Wow, what kind of dog did you get?
It's a cane corso,
Wow.
so it'll be a big. It's a mastiff, yeah. So if you don't know, it's gonna be like minimum 120.
Yeah.
So he's a big baby, big cuddly baby. But we're training him to be, of course, real nice and just a cuddle monster.
Wow.
Now, that was my next question, is how long were you guys together?
5.5 years now. So and
All
we've
right.
been. Things moved pretty quick. We were fully living together within like 4 months, pretty much. It was the timing and everything, we just got along so well, and things worked out that we pretty much have been living that married life, like, sharing money since like 6 months in.
So me and Stan try to be the man's Bible, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sure, you're a girl. We all know that. But what you watch? Stan sees it. I've seen it. You've seen it. You see people get together, like in like a year, they're engaged. You're like, what are you doing? What in your head? Is there a certain amount of time before an engagement should happen, or are there things that need to happen before an engagement can happen? You get married.
I can't say that there's like specific things to check off. I mean, I guess there
For
would be.
example,
You
one,
have
you have to live together.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like that's so obvious that it shouldn't have to be said, but you're right. You would think, yeah.
But
you have to be completely open. There's nothing you can hide from each other. You have to just be upfront, honest. No secrets at all. No, like the pettiest thing that I hear is like phones and stuff. Like, I don't care if he's on my phone. He doesn't care if it doesn't matter. Like, we're not hiding. If you're shady, then yeah, maybe you shouldn't be getting married anyway.
I think there should be some privacy, though. Obviously, like.
And it depends on the people.
I tell my lady, like, you can go through my phone if you want to, but I mean, I don't have anything to hide. But the thing is like I've found girlfriends in the past, like, try and go through my shit. I'm like, yo, what if I was trying to fucking plan a party for you or get you something nice? Like, you just rooting for yourself because you're like,
right. Well, that's the thing. When we're using each other's phones, it's not because we're trying to snoop. It's like he needs to take a shit, so he's taking my phone. Like he's just gonna use my phone. Like I use his phone when my phone's dead, and we're not trying to keep score on each other. We're not like spite. We fully trust each other, and if you trust each other, then there's no snooping. It's chill. It's so.
Let's get back to the checklist.
It seems so simple.
Before you can get engaged, live together. You said that's an obvious thing. But like some religions, like, hey, thou shalt not lay with thy without
nothing premarital.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're not really religious, but yeah, I mean, every couple's gonna be different. But for us, it was like you have to be on the same page about money. You have to be on the same page about your goals. What do you want? Where do you do you want a house? Do you want to have a backyard? Like just having like the
everybody wants those things. What I'm saying is for it to really work
not
out.
Everyone does. Just like being on the same page about what you're trying to do. Just
all right. So communication is awesome, obviously. But in my head, like before you marry someone, like, this chick's 20 grand, $200,000 in debt. Like, is that a good idea?
Work it out. You should be working that out together. We were both in debt when we got together, and we our goal was we're going to be out of debt before we get married. We completely,
So that was one of those
pay
things
off
before you
our-
got engaged was let's get out of debt first.
Yeah, we worked together, put our money together. We paid off our student loans and all the other, bullshit that was racked up. And, we were young enough that it wasn't, like, super crazy. I mean, hopefully no one was too stupid in the beginning, But, yeah,
How old were you guys when you guys got together?
Like 23,
And he was
22.
okay.
So I'm a little
Oh,
older.
you little
Yeah.
cougar!
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Oh man, come on.
Right.
Okay. How long should one live with somebody else? We're like, you know what? Because probably, if I'm being honest, a year and a half. Where you'd be like, because something. Let's say I'm living with Stan and me and him are playing for their team, whatever. But I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, you know what? It like for 6 months, I'm like, all right, not a big deal. Fucking.
Yeah.
14 months, I'm like, yo, I'm about to fucking stab this motherfucker if he does that one more time.
I think, I was kind of, in my head, I was always like 2 years to really like
like
this
that.
is the person. Like, this is the real you,
Living with
probably,
them. Living with them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, living, yeah, exactly. I mean, just like the habits and even just experiencing, like, how do you do the holidays? Like, what's going on with that? Like,
Okay.
just experiencing life together
Yeah.
through all the seasons,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
it's,
agreed. Because the holidays can get you get feisty, right? Here's another question I have. Within the first 2 years of living with your now husband, how many fights you think you guys had? Where like, yo, he left the house or he went to another room or he slept downstairs?
Yeah, we never really. I think there was maybe once where he left the gym before me and was upset in the very, very beginning. But no, like we were very clear right away that like if we're disagreeing, then we figure it out. You don't fucking just storm off and like that's just not how you handle it.
Because sometimes those
for
blow-ups,
us.
I think
Yeah,
those
for us,
blow-up
we can't-
fights are good.
Sometimes.
So, no, I think you'd like almost like a loss. Like when you lose, like how are you gonna fucking get back on it and like figure it out and make it work and win?
Like you learn from the low up fights.
Right. So like a fucking blow up fight, like all right, like there's, or maybe they're just undefeated. Maybe her and her husband are just undefeated.
We probably we really didn't argue that much in the beginning. We still don't argue that much, like just the big, regular little bickering stuff because we're always around each other. But well, I feel like I was going to say something good too. I don't remember, but
Sorry, I cut you off. I got excited.
no, you're fine. Oh, we're both really big on if we need to breathe for a second after we're disagreeing heavily on something. We both are really good at like saying, hey, you know what? I shouldn't have reacted that way. Like I can understand where you're coming from. I just hope that you can also see my side. That kind of stuff. Like owning up to not being right all the time. Like I try to really make a point, especially because, I have strong opinions sometimes. I'll be like, I'm sorry, you're right. I was wrong. I want to make it very clear. Like I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have reacted that way. Like we're really, owning up to it. Like just being mature enough to just not always be right, like.
Are you listening, Stan?
Yeah, I'm listening.
It's maturity. But again, it depends. Everyone is different. We have plenty of friends that don't really do that with each other, and they're fine. That's just how they are. So it worked out good for us that we found each other.
That's awesome because maybe it's being in the same line of work with the ups and downs and really think about what the fuck's important because I date all the girls I've ever dated are fucking not fighters. And women can be a little bit, where I'm like, what you're getting mad about isn't that big of a deal. Hey, take the W, girlfriend, because I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
We all do it, though. You too. You get mad at stuff that's not a big deal, I'm sure. We all do it.
Yeah, it's human nature.
So
Yeah.
you were talking about how
Gotta own up to it.
you were talking about how you and your husband like don't really fight. Like me and my kid's mom never fought, and I think that was a problem. Is where we're both so like, nah, big deal, that nothing got done, nothing was a big deal, and fucking like, yeah, all right, not like.
Well, we don't have bad argument. I mean, of course, we argue, but we don't have like, we never what's it called?
Put down.
Talk down to each other. We don't ever call each other names. That's completely off limits.
Because for me, I don't know about Stan. Like for me, yeah. If I feel like, because hey, if we're disagreeing, and like, I'm like, yo, I gotta go. Let me go. Fucking breathe. And they're like, no, now. You're back now. Now you're backing me to a fucking corner. All right.
Yeah.
And I have to win. And I'm gonna say some shit I don't really even mean. Because you didn't let me fucking go away and breathe for a fucking second and like really analyze and cool down.
Yeah.
You know. I'm sure you know that girl. Like, no, now, I need it now. And you're like, fuck you, fucking leave. You know what? Get out of my damn house. Yeah, I said my house. Like what? Oh,
Oh shit.
Yeah,
About our house. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
but I mean,
Felicia doesn't have those kind of fights.
Yeah, well, it's her. Like, I make more money, bitch. And that shit all.
It says UFC right there.
This doesn't always mean the most.
What's the hubby's name again?
Todd.
So I noticed Todd recently won his fight. Is his goal obviously UFC as well?
Of course.
Dude.
I did beat him to the UFC, so that's important. But
yeah.
He did make his pro debut 2 weeks ago. He did get a faster TKO finish in the first round, so he did beat me there.
So this was just his pro debut a week ago.
2 weeks ago, pro debut. He's a monster. He's had a few things that have kept him from being consistent with getting fights, but man, he's gonna roll through some people and get to the UFC real quick.
Because there was just the first husband-wife fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you're like, you motherfuckers, like that should be me.
I'm happy for him. It's cool. I know there's not that many of us, so.
Or where you're like, dude, that's gonna be me and you, babe. Don't fuck up.
We'll do better.
I'm already there.
We'll be the first champions.
Ooh,
right?
Wow.
So now, are you guys training together? Like, he's not your trainer, you're not his trainer. You guys train alongside each other, though, right? Well, see you later. On hold. Now we got her. Now you're back.
I gotta take a leak real quick, Stan.
All right, you do that. Can you hear me now, Felicia?
I can hear you.
All right, we lost you for a second. What was that, your pizza calling? Now you froze on us. And you're back now.
Don't talk again.
What'd you say?
I said, hopefully they.
They just did it again. Give Felicia a moment and she will be back. Can you hear me? Yep, now we got you again.
Okay. I'm sorry, they kept calling. It was the pizza. I'm like, man, I hung up on you 3 times. Let me go. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
It's all right. We'll let you get out of here in a minute. But like I was saying now, we're about to have Caitlin Chukagian and Kyle Sermonara, her husband, come in studio. And something we've always talked about with Kyle is he doesn't train Caitlin. Like, they try to keep the two separate.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was asking about with you and your husband.
Yeah. No, he's not my trainer. He does go in my corner more so as my 2 coaches are Seth and Mike Lee, Seth Petrozelli. He's, I didn't really ever have 3 corners before the UFC, so I was like, you know what, this is a good moment for you to just come, be allowed to be around me, because I know with the UFC, he would never see me before or after a fight, with the security and everything. So yeah, he's just there. We do train together. Go ahead, sorry.
Thank you.
I was gonna. I think
I cut her off last time. I wanted to get her fucking full thought out. So your husband, because there are probably a handful of people that before I fight I fucking look them in the eyes and just do one of these, like, it's going down. Like, and they give you the same look, and it gives you, like, this empowerment.
Yeah.
And they may not bring any advice to the fight, but, like, that look that you're like, yeah, you know what the fuck's up. And, like, yo, man, like, I want you to be proud of me. And, like, that's going to give me energy to fucking power through. Is that where your husband is to you in your corner? Like, he's that advice?
I guess in some ways, there's a little bit of that, but he also, his like, good advice is always, like, just the basic, like,
yeah.
stuff. I mean, like,
hands up!
I have, like,
move your feet!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hands up, circle. Hands up, circle. My coaches are actually, man, I feel like I have the best coaches, like, no one knows about, just with the specific advice that they give. But then my husband's always like, hands up, circle, hands up, you know, like with Cyborg and stuff. He's like, you know, maybe there was one moment you heard me say hands up that, you know, kept you in there. I'm like, yeah, you know, could be. So he knows how to, yeah, he definitely knows how to, what to say sometimes to just, like, keep me going, though. So
That's pretty awesome.
It's nice that I get to give him that last little, like, power hug before I go in there.
Yeah.
All right, well, Felicia, is it Felicia or Felicia?
You could say either Felicia usually, but honestly, when I was born, it was more so Felicia because I was from, you know, in Quebec. But
Yeah,
I call myself Felicia.
I know. I noticed in the spelling it was a little different than Felicia.
Yeah.
Felicia, whatever it is.
Huh.
Because obviously everyone,
Maybe
Felicia.
when we have her on, you just double hit it. Felicia. Like, that's her name, is a double.
All right.
You can call me Fee. Most people call me Fee at the gym, so whatever you want.
They call you the Phenom.
Oh, we're on that level now. Fee.
Yeah.
Oh, Fee, what up, Fee?
Right? I don't know.
My
I
girl
thought we were
Fee
cool.
about that.
Oh, absolutely. You're super cool. We'd love to have you on again
yeah.
as often as you want.
Yeah, I want
to come
Todd on here too.
It's been a minute since we've had you
All right.
on.
I
He
want
would
Todd
love
on.
to come. He is the biggest personality that you'll ever, man.
So in probably a few weeks, you're gonna hopefully book this Amanda Nunes fight. Let's get you and Todd on.
If I could give any advice, start just fucking you. Like, hey, get in line, Anderson. Unless you want to catch it again, I'm next. Like, that's what hang on. Unfortunately, that's what the people want to see. That's what the UFC wants to see. Whether you mean it or not and whatever, or for ads, just be like, I'm just doing it to fucking get paid. You know what I mean?
like the way the UFC posted the goats watching, just post a picture of you with the war braids and be like, she don't want that smoke. Don't even write the name, just write she don't want that smoke.
I'll give her the first rematch after I'm champion. She can fight for the title.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, I mean, we could do it for you, but I mean, it'd be a little more noise if you do it yourself. But
Yeah, like why is
We'll make a
Dennis
nice-
Bermudez always talking up Felicia Spencer?
we'll make a clip, and you could just fucking yeah. Here you go.
Right. Awesome. I'll definitely be pushing for it.
All right, so
It seems like you're on my side, so I'm pushing for it.
Well, you come on our show, so
yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
So we
you're
don't,
on.
I
Yeah, Team Menace and the Man.
we don't want
Always.
your pizza to be ice cold, so we'll let you get out of here.
all right.
Send us a picture of that. Send us a picture of that thing.
All right. There's a lot of it. I invited a couple people over, so
I like
I'll
it.
catch it.
Shake and bake.
Thank you for the time,
All right.
Felicia.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Peace.
You too. We'll talk to you soon.
Hang up on her, Stan. I love saying that when they're still on the line. Then they don't come back on our show. Like,
Yeah. You know who's a real dick? Bermudez. Why? He fucking wanted to hang up on me. But man, the internet,
in the interwebs.
well, it was dropping her that little bit.